All right, man. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Daily Money Market. My name is Che Yusuf. In terms of the week, it's a new week. I want to go through to see what exactly is driving the market this week. It's another opportunity to look into the global financial market and what we can take for this week for us to have an opportunity to make something out of it. So the first one, I think earlier this week around Tuesday, we are seeing the US retail sales that comes, and these are the retail sales that shows the consumer demand strength affected the United States dollar and the risk sentiment. It's very, very important. It shows the risk sentiment. It also comes with the core retail sales, which is the same as above, but excluding the auto industry. So the core retail sales, it's excluding the what you call the core retail industry. It's excluding the excluding of autos and imported for the auto cars. So it's including the auto industries, the report that comes as a core retail. While the US consumer industry, it's including everything in terms of the sales. So that is coming earlier this week. There's also the high CPI, strong USD, weaker gold. It might actually have the pressure in terms of the CPI that is coming also this week, Tuesday. Do drive the market. High impact volatility we're expecting when it comes to a dollar instrument, as well as the metals. We see the story of the metals goes all the way to $6,000 as gold and come down all the way to 4,900, 4,800. Those are the type of volatility and intensity of the market that we are seeing at particular time. So later on this week again, when it comes to the Wednesday, remember the non-farm payroll was cancelled last week because of there was prediction that they're going to have the US government shutdown. Of course, the US government shutdown didn't happen. Donald Trump had to negotiate in the House so that cannot happen. So they moved the NFP non-farm payroll to this week on Wednesday. So we are expecting the labor data to come this week on Wednesday, which is US non-farm payroll. That is a major drives of United States dollar, direction in terms of where the dollar is going. It gives us again the average hourly earnings to people who are working in the US, so we know exactly what exactly in terms of the earnings, how much they're getting at the hourly or at a weekly or at entirely the month. So a couple of instruments it might move in terms of the dollar. We already said of gold, we already said silver, US dollar index itself, again the indices as well. Because of the additional report that comes of the last week of earnings, there was the earnings of Alphabet, there's the earnings of Google, we had the earnings of also Microsoft. So those are one of the also report that will drive pushes the volatility of the indices that we are expecting this week, including the NFP report. It will also drive all the way this asset up. So that's when it comes to this week on Wednesday. Non-farm payroll, it's high expected. A lot of people, they call it's a Christmas for traders. So a lot of traders, they were looking forward to press their positions on Wednesday. There's also this week a central bank and policy expected. So the president of Federal Reserve again is speaking, Jeremy Powell. There's a lot of talks there when it comes to Jeremy Powell as the president of Reserve. Remember, we talked about the president of Reserve, Jeremy Powell. He's going to end his term. He's going to an end of the term. He only left with the 2 meetings. After that, we saw Donald Trump actually nominated Governor Wash to become the next president of Federal Reserve chair. So we're gonna see if once the Jeremy Powell his term has finished, and then Wash comes in, and as what Donald Trump has been predicting, that he's going to cut the interest rate. So the expectations is to cut the interest rate for actually coming term after Jeremy Powell has gone. So this week, that's where we are seeing Powell again to have his another meeting, commentary from the Federal Reserve on a rate direction, or economic outlook, no expected rate change, but market reacts to the tone of the interest rate. So we'll see. The discussion again, it's whether in the following month they can cut the interest rate or not. But Jeremy Powell, he continuously saying he is the data dependent. So he's depending on the data. He's not going to cut the interest rate based on the president of US saying that you must be able to cut the interest rate. So again, that is again coming this week, I think towards the end of this week on Thursday. Moving on, the big one again that will drive the market this week, it's coming from Japan. There's a new Prime Minister, Sanya Takaichi. So the Sanya Takaichi is the Japanese new Prime Minister, winning a landsliding victory in the February 8th and snapping election, her Liberal Democratic majority in the lower house of the parliament. So again, we saw from that news, the Japanese yen, the Nikkei 225 is spiking up, goes all the way to 3.9% in terms of the growth when it comes for this week, Monday. So we're expecting a lot of assets from Japan to continue growing this week and to continue having the stability because of the new prime minister that comes in. Again, there's a lot of stories when it comes to Japan and the Bank of Japan. Recently, the Bank of Japan has put their interest rate on hold. Remember, if you go check some of the videos that I've been doing, I've been talking about the Japan being the country that is only country that holds their interest rate without increasing for very, very long time. You know, the reason why they're doing that, there's lots of reasons. We're gonna need to have another video of breaking down why the Japanese, they're not really interested of increasing their interest rate. They want to leave it like that so that they can maintain their economy. And a lot of countries outside, they are the influence of keeping the Japanese yen or the Japanese economy stable without increasing the interest rate to remain it like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what is driving the market, or what will drive the market this week. We're looking forward, the traders should be able to look forward to enter the market. Lastly, man, if you want to open up the trading account so that you can participate on this type of news and be able to trade, there's a link below this video. You can open up an account with the Monarchy broker, Monarchy broker. That gives at least 10 times bonus. I mean, imagine if you put $100, you get it times 10 as your equity, so that you can participate in the global financial market and look for opportunity and trade and make something for yourself. So yeah, the link will be on the description below. Click on it, register, DM me if you need any assistance. But when it comes to what drives the market this week, that's it. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thank you very much. We'll catch you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.